So it goes rolling, speeding, slate, action. Welcome, J-WATians, to our Wednesday video. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of important stuff that I can't remember because my mind just went blank. First of all, the cast of Star Wars was confirmed, and it's a really nice cast. Very good actors and actresses. Also, the Star Wars Rebels trailer looks fantastic. You should check it out. Also, Zack Snyder revealed the new Batmobile, and all I can say is, I am speechless. Speaking of Jim Gordon and a prequel series to Batman starring him, you should check out the trailer to Gotham, which is just that. I'm not sure what I think about it yet, but it has some potential. It could be interesting. I never watched Smallville, but it's kind of like that, except Batman's a little kid that's probably messed up because his parents just got shot and killed, and he probably doesn't feature very prominently. But Jim Gordon. In other news, they are making a Power Rangers movie. Just in case you missed that, they are making a Power Rangers movie. Also, you need to make sure that you tell whoever's making this movie that the Green Ranger Tommy needs to be in it. There is going to be a remake of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. It's Ruby Omega and Sapphire Alpha. Last but not least, the trailer for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was leaked, then shown off by Activision, and I can say with 100% certainty that Kevin Spacey is the best thing to ever happen to Call of Duty in a long time.
You give them that, and they'll follow. And that's where I come in.
On to someone for a review.
What's up, guys? Mako here. I am reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and you guys, the review is in the title. It was amazing. It follows Peter Parker, you know, as usual. There's so many different things going on in this movie, but it's so well paced, and they're all very nicely wedged together. See what I did there? There are so many different storylines going on in this movie. Peter Parker and Aunt May are trying to figure out what happened to his parents, his relationship with Emma Stone. Gwen Stacy is at stake. It's on the rocks almost the entire movie. Harry Osborn is going through some very personal dilemmas that you'll find out later on in the movie, but you know, if you've read the comic books, it's very obvious what's happening to him. But I won't spoil it just for the sake of people who only watch the movies, and that's fine. But then there's this character named Max, who ultimately becomes Electro after getting dropped into a vat of electric eels. His character, Jamie Foxx, did a phenomenal job in this movie, from going to this socially awkward Oscorp employee that nobody cares about. It's his birthday, everything is going wrong, and to make matters worse, he becomes a supervillain, mostly by accident, partly brainwashing. But the way he just transitions into that character is so amazing. I also love Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. I think he blows Tobey Maguire out of the water. He's just perfect, the perfect comic book Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy, Emma Stone, that's just a perfect little combination going on. I wish that she could be cast as Mary Jane also, because she would fit both of those roles very well. Fun fact, Shailene Woodley was actually cast as Mary Jane for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but all of her scenes were cut out, and there's a rumor that it's being recasted because it wasn't the right time to introduce that character, especially to, you know, what happens to Gwen Stacy. If that should come up in this video, spoiler alert, because there are so many of them, but only if you don't read comic books. Oh, well, you don't have to put the spoilers in, but I mean, like, everybody knows Gwen Stacy dies, I'm sorry.
Probably. Well, but not everyone, it's true.
Alright, so something that you may not have noticed while you watch this movie, the very, very subtle hint of Black Cat making an appearance in some future movie. Felicia Hardy, the assistant, you know, Felicia. One cool thing that you may not have noticed, while the credits are rolling, in the background it just shows a bunch of blueprints. One, they're referencing the blueprints that that Max drops all over the street, but two, every image that it shows is a hint of which character is going to be in the Sinister Six. And the internet has it mostly figured out. They're still teeter-tottering between Mysterio and Chameleon. but so far it sounds really awesome, and I'm really excited for that. A lot of people complained about this movie, saying that there were too many villains because you had Electro and Harry Osborn and Rhino, but really the last two were just setups for future movies, and you know, Black Cat, but she's more misunderstood than anything else. But I think it was a perfect balance because you have one super villain, and you know, you can't have too many villains in a superhero movie. There would be no point for a superhero if there weren't very many villains for him to fight. That's it for my review. Let me know what you guys think about the Sinister Six and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and what your hopes and dreams are for future superhero movies. And now on to Waddy McFly. Should we clap again? Did it anyway. Alrighty. What? What did you say he did? Was it me about me? Because that would only be strike one today. You've been quite pleasant.
Hey, I'm Waddy McFly, and I'm going to review the movie entitled, well, I was about to say Waiters, but it's not called Waiters, it's called Neighbors. It stars Seth Rogen and Dave Franco and Zac Efron. We'll get to Zac Efron. I know you want me to talk about him. We'll get there. Okay, stars this young couple, Seth Rogen and his wife, who just barely moved into a house, have a brand new baby, and what do you know? The trailer explained it. What do you know? Probably played it in this video. What do you know? A frat house moves right next door. Chaos ensues. Pretty basic story for what's going on. But what makes this movie great is the fact that Seth Rogen, I really feel, has revamped himself. He was doing the same movie over and over again, but now he's starting to realize what makes audiences want to watch your movies, and that is different comedies. Now, what makes this movie... I can't believe I'm about to say this. What makes this movie worth seeing... I almost threw up a little bit, but I gotta get over it. Is Zac Efron. Oh gosh. Whew. Almost lost my dinner. No, I haven't got dinner yet. He was freaking hilarious. And I know, everyone's looking at me like, what? Especially Tommy. He really actually did very good for this movie, and it embarrasses me to say. But honestly, this movie makes... Why it's so different is the fact that Zac Efron is in it. Did you know that Zac Efron's in this movie? Zac Efron is in this movie. He's in the posters. So, anyway. But anyways, for real, why this movie is so great is because Seth Rogen playing opposite with, you know, this pretty boy really is just such a fun dynamic. And just the fact that Zac Efron hasn't acted in a while due to some things that he's going through. But he really has a great comeback with this and kind of doing something new that we haven't seen him do before. And really does a great job at it. Also, Seth Rogen's wife in it is A, attractive, and B, hilarious as well. She really competes with Seth Rogen and just really has a fun mechanic as being why she's Seth Rogen's wife. You have no doubt why these two are together. Overall, if you like comedies, if you like raunchy comedies, for sure, then I definitely suggest this movie. And if you definitely like This Is the End, then you definitely will like this movie. I said a lot of definitelys, and I said a lot of Zac Efrons. Go see it.
Well guys, that is it for today's video. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about any of the reviews. And then tell me what else you want to review for the next video. That made no sense, but I'm just going to leave it here. Okay, bye!